Hello, I'm on live Instagram. Say hey to the vlog and hello vlog. Ugh, this is awkward because I'm both vlogging and I'm trying to get a good clip, but I'm also live. So I wanted to do both because today I am discussing the topic of kind of feeling insecure and not feeling so good about yourself, or just having those negative thoughts where whether it be like just a negative day or just like a constant time period of feeling negative and not feeling like yourself, feeling very self-conscious, because I've been going through that recently, especially yesterday. Yesterday I had a really terrible day and I just kind of wanted to sit down and talk about it. I wanted to go live because I wanted to get, just instant responses from people, and this is only up for 24 hours, so I also wanted to vlog this so that it can stay on my channel and then people can continue to communicate with it. So I'm just gonna do a get ready with me because I need to get ready and chat as well about this type of topic. So I wanted to start off this video saying that the other day, I mean yesterday, but the past week, I have not been feeling good in a mental space. I have not been feeling like myself, so the thing is, I've been feeling extremely self-conscious. Yesterday, I think I just woke up in a bad mood, and then that negative mood transferred into negative thoughts, and, a negative self-image, and, like, I continuously am such a critic of myself and continuously have to see myself in a negative light, and it's so disheartening because it's not like I'm trying to, like, my subconscious does it, and like I'm telling myself, like, Reese, obviously, like, nothing's wrong with you, like, you're fine, but these negative thoughts just keep pounding my head, and it's really hard to overcome them when they're constantly there. So the thing is too, like, we're so obsessed with social media, and you're constantly exposed to all these beautiful people, all these amazingly gorgeous girls that have amazing bodies, amazing makeup. Even when they're not wearing makeup, they're somehow still beautiful, and I kept comparing myself to them, and I just would wake up and be like, why don't I feel pretty when I wake up, why can't I wake up and walk out the door and feel beautiful? Like, right now, I'm not wearing any makeup or anything. Even though my skin is really clear and I'm really liking how my skin is looking, I don't feel pretty right now. Like, I don't feel good about myself right now. And it's really disheartening because it's not like anyone's telling me that I'm not pretty, or it's not like anyone's telling me that I'm ugly or whatever. It's just my own thoughts, and it's really annoying that these thoughts keep coming and I can't control them, and then it just puts me in a terrible mood all day long because all I can think about is, oh my god, I look so terrible, oh my god, I look so ugly, oh my god, all these things. And yesterday I went out of the house without makeup because I was running late for my final, and then I ended up just doing things right after I took my final, and I wasn't wearing makeup all day, and I felt so self-conscious, and I just felt so hideous. Like, I felt disgusting, like terrible negative words kept coming to my head, and I was just like, Reese, literally no one even cares, no one even knows you, no one's looking at you, you probably look fine, but it's just like all these things kept attacking my brain. And like, I know I'm not an ugly person, which is the hardest part, because you're not ugly. Like, obviously everyone is beautiful in their own different way, everyone looks different, no one's gonna look exactly the same, I'm not gonna look like the girls on Instagram, but I can't stop thinking these negative thoughts. And all I wanted to do yesterday, all I wanted to do was put on makeup, and I just never got the chance to because I just wanted to feel better about myself. And it's just like such a negative mindset, and it's not that I feel like I need makeup to look pretty, but at the same time, I feel like certain features need to be done to make myself even look presentable. Like, I felt like I wasn't even like worth being in the public view, which is a disgusting thought. And I was just in such a miserable mood yesterday because I felt so disgusting. So all I wanted to do yesterday was put on makeup, and all I wanted to do when I woke up today was put on makeup just to make myself feel good. Not because I feel like you need makeup to look pretty, but makeup makes me feel good. The process of doing it, the creative looks I can get, and just when I look at myself after, I feel good. So like, no one should bash you for wearing makeup if it makes you feel good. If straightening your hair makes you feel good, then straighten your hair. If wearing cute clothes makes you feel good, then wear cute clothes. If wearing no makeup feels the best for you, then don't wear any makeup. It's just like, I don't know. I just had such a ball of stress in my chest yesterday because I just felt so terrible overall, and from the negative thoughts stemmed obviously negative behaviors and actions, and I just wasn't in a good mood, and it was bad. And it's just really hard because, like I said, we're so exposed to social media and all these beautiful people when reality, like, they're not even really real themselves, you know? A lot of them are face-tuned, a lot of them are photoshopped, or they go through an entire photo shoot and choose the one best picture when there were hundreds of other bad pictures and bad angles and stuff. And it's, I don't know. I feel like, I don't want to say it's not fair to us because that's just, you know, the nature of social media. We all want to present our best lives, but when you back up from your phone and from the Instagram and from the Twitter and the YouTube, like, what are we left with? Like, who are we when we're not presenting for Instagram? Like, I have so many thoughts in my head right now, I can't choose one to, like, go with a stream of thought. So, like, right now I'm applying BB cream. Like, usually I would apply straight up foundation because that's what I feel prettiest in, not because it's, I don't know, I just love the look of makeup. Whenever I wear makeup, I feel good. But because my skin is really good right now, I feel good wearing a BB cream. And this BB cream specifically gives me, like, a nice tan, which is matching my body because my face is really pale compared to my body, which is something I'm self-conscious about when I walk out of the house with no makeup. And then it wasn't even my, like, face appearance that I was self-conscious about yesterday. I was just so self-conscious about my body as well. And I've been working really hard at the gym. I always eat healthy, but I've been really, you know, eating healthy recently. I'm really focused on getting my body toned and getting at a state where I feel really good with my body. Like, I want to be really toned and really muscular but lean at the same time. And just the other day I was looking in the mirror and I was like, wow, like, you've made so much progress already. Like, your ab lines are showing, like, your legs look nice and strong. And then the next day I literally looked in the mirror and all I wanted to do was cry. Like, I felt disgusting. I felt extremely overweight. I hate saying the word fat, but, like, I felt so fat and disgusting and worthless. Like, I felt like I didn't even want to go into the public because I just didn't even feel worth having anyone see me, which is a terrible way to think about yourself. And once again, I know in my subconscious I'm being ridiculous. Like, I know, like, I obviously don't look bad at all. Like, I'm obviously very fit and there's nothing wrong with me physically, but it's just these negative thoughts that keep coming into my brain, and it's very disheartening coming from a person that does have, you know, tendencies to get depressed or has anxiety. Those thoughts, just one thought can spiral into such a negative behavior. Like, it's not just something you can easily brush off, it's something that just builds and builds and builds, like a snowball effect. So when I get one negative thought, I try my hardest to push it away, but then when you're trying to push it away, all you're doing is thinking about it, so then your attention's on trying to push it away, but then your attention is all on it, and it's just like, you can't win. Like, I'm not a person that can naturally put myself in a better mood, you know? It takes a lot of effort to put myself in a better mood. It's usually like, when I wake up, am I gonna be in a good mood or am I gonna be in a bad mood? Like, it's literally just however I feel when I wake up, that's the mood I'm gonna be in. So yesterday I woke up and it just felt miserable, so I was in a miserable mood all day, and then stemmed those terrible negative thoughts. So yeah, it was just really disheartening too, because I know I've been working so hard at the gym, and I don't, like, track my weight or anything. I just kind of look at the results in the mirror, and literally, like, 2 days before, I was feeling so good, I was feeling so self-confident, and I just felt really fit and really strong. And then it's just like, anytime I get any sort of positive thoughts about myself, anytime I start to feel self-confidence at all, it's just like my mind wants to tear it down and instantly go back to the negativity. It's like I can't enjoy any positive aspect of myself for more than a day, or it'll just all kind of blow up in my face and I'm gonna feel terrible the next day. it's really annoying. And I know everyone has their own insecurities and their own things, and when you have your own insecurities and you express them to someone, people don't even realize, like, the way you see your body is so different than the way everyone else sees you. Like, you will never be able to see how other people see you. You'll never be able to see yourself, like, from an outside perspective, like a 3D state. You only see yourself in front of a mirror or in front of a camera, and that's a very distorted view. You don't know what you look like in real life. So we get these distorted views when other people see us as fit and beautiful and all these things, but we only see ourselves as gross or ugly or overweight, and it's not the reality, you know? I've been quite lonely, just like not emotionally, but like literally lonely. Like, I'm home from school, yet all my friends are still at school and my family leaves all day for work and school. So like, I've been like physically like alone in my house all day, and that just kind of leaves me to me and my thoughts, and me and my thoughts are not a good combination to be left alone with, because then I start overthinking, and you know, anytime I see myself in a reflective surface, I just have to look at myself to see, like, oh my god, are my legs looking too big? Is my face okay? Is my makeup okay? Do I look ugly? Is my hair okay? Like, it's not stemming from a place of like conceitedness, of like egotistical. Like, it's not stemming from a place of egotistical. It's stemming from a place of insecurity. Like, I'm so insecure. Like, I can't not always check on my appearance to make sure I still feel presentable. And it's just like, why am I spending all this energy on these feelings when I know I look okay? Like, it literally was so, like, I literally felt so terrible yesterday. So terrible. I was so miserable because I just felt so ugly. Like, just because I wasn't wearing makeup, my hair was kind of like in a weird bun that I didn't really like, and it's just like, if one thing looks bad about myself, I feel like my entire appearance is ruined. And it's not like anyone else cares. It's not like anyone else knows that I'm having a bad hair day, or knows that I don't typically like, I don't typically walk out of the house without makeup. Like, they don't know what I look like. I like went to the mall, and I felt like every single person was judging me and secretly calling me ugly in their head and calling me fat, but it's just like, that's not the reality. Like, no one does that, and if they do, shame on them, but like, that's just not what happens. And like I said, I know this in my subconscious. I know people don't care about really other people. Like, yeah, they'll look at them, but it's just a passerby, or like, I'm stuck in my own head, my own little world where everything is so over exaggerated, and everything is just, I feel like everyone's always looking at me. Everyone's always concerned about me, and no one gives a shit. Like, no one cares. Like, your friends and stuff, they shouldn't care either. Like, your friends don't care whether you roll up at their house after taking a nap and you look like you just rolled out of a grave, or whether you have a full face of makeup on. Like, they're gonna support you no matter what. And it's just like, why am I feeling all these negative emotions when there's no proof that they're actually true? You know, why am I constantly feeling negative about myself when I know there's nothing to feel negative about? Like, I know I'm not ugly, like, I know that, but I feel ugly. So like, where is that disconnect? Why can't I just feel good about myself when I roll out of bed? Like, when I roll out of bed and look at myself, I'm just like, ugh. Like, I'm like, that's the first thought about myself in my head when I roll out of bed. Like, that should not be the first thought about myself. Like, yes, there's some things I like obviously I said in the beginning, my skin is really clear right now, and that's something I like, but then it's just like bombarded by all these other negative thoughts, and I can't even focus on the positive. So, and I know this is a problem everyone has, but for someone that has like the tendency to have, like I said, depression or anxiety that gets these thoughts to the extreme, like, it's really hard, because it scares me that I'm gonna, you know, take it too far and then it's gonna drop me down real low. But I know everyone else experiences these emotions, but I look at other people all the time and I think they're so beautiful, and I think, oh my gosh, she looks gorgeous without makeup on, but she might be thinking in her head like, oh my gosh, I look terrible without makeup on. Like, oh, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. And I wish I could walk out of the house and feel confident without makeup, but sometimes that's just not the case. So I spend the 10-15 minutes to do my makeup and then I feel good. Like, that's worth it to me. Like, there's such a stigma around makeup, like, oh, if you really think you're beautiful, like, you shouldn't have to wear makeup. Like, no, like, I can do whatever I want. If, like, people wear clothes that make them feel good, and no one bashes on them. Like, if having to draw in my eyebrows every day makes me feel good enough to walk out of the house, then I'm gonna do it. Like, that's just what the reality is for me, and for some people it's different. Some people like to wear their red lipstick every day, or they don't feel like themselves. Some people like to wear heels every day. It's just what I like to do. So I have to find that acceptance to be like, it's okay to spend the time to do makeup, whether other people look down on you or not for it, because it's what makes you feel good. So if it's gonna give you the confidence to walk out of the house and, you know, feel your best, then fuck everyone else. Like, just do it. Sorry, that was profanity. Sorry. I don't usually curse, but I don't know. I always feel like I can't curse on my channel because I know there's a lot of younger girls on my channel, but, you know, sometimes you just need the emphasis of a curse word. So, like, I should not have to feel ashamed of putting on makeup, but at the same time, I wish I didn't feel ashamed about my appearance when I don't wear makeup, you know? It's just like a double-edged sword. Like, you can't win. I was trying on dresses yesterday because I went to the mall and I wanted to find some like really simple sundresses just to like throw on when I don't feel like wearing pants, essentially. Like, when I don't feel like wearing a full outfit but I still want to look cute. And I must have tried on like 15 dresses, and all I could think were disgusting thoughts about myself. Like, all I could think was, oh my gosh, my thighs look horrible, my stomach looks so fat, my shoulders look so broad, my arms look fat. And it's just like, why am I constantly thinking this? Like, why can't I just look at myself from the perspective of someone else and see that I look fine, like, I look good? I have such self-conscious thoughts about my thighs specifically because I have a pretty muscular, like, athletic type build. Like, I've always kind of been that way. I played soccer all the way up to high school, so I've always kind of had like those muscular thighs, and I really like the look of just like straight slim thighs. But that's not really something I can ever accomplish, but yet I still beat myself up every single day because I have these bigger muscular thighs, which of course some people probably love. Some people would love to like build their thighs and look muscular and stuff, but me, I see them and I just feel so large. Like, I just feel so fat, and I wish I could like wear a dress and have my thighs be exposed and not feel gross, you know? I wish I had that like thin frame of like those Instagram model girls that I constantly compare myself to, but that's just not my body shape. I have wider hips, I have thicker thighs because I'm just naturally an athletic build. I hold a little bit of weight in my arms, like you can see like right here. My arms aren't gonna ever look like sticks or aren't gonna ever look slim because they're just naturally muscular, and I have to learn to accept that about myself, but it's so freaking hard. Like, like, it's just, are we ever gonna be okay with our bodies? Like, is there anyone out there that is like actually 100% okay with their body? Because if you are, like, I would love to know how you do it. And I know a lot of people say like you just have to accept who you are, and I know I do accept that I have thicker thighs and wider hips, and I even have cellulite on the back of my thighs, which is like a really kind of big concern of mine because I work so hard at the gym and I do so many exercises and I run and I do cardio and stuff, but I can't get rid of this freaking cellulite. And it's just like, everyone has cellulite. Like, there's very few amount of people that don't have cellulite, so why are you so concerned about yours? Like, I can't win. Like, I can't win. And I know there's all these people that have like the same exact concerns, and we all feel insecure about things, whether they be the same things or different things. But it's just like, why? Like, if we all have them and we all are experiencing them, like, shouldn't they just be accepted? Like, shouldn't we just love them for what they are? It's just, like, right now I'm wearing this tank top and I feel very self-conscious about my shoulders and my arms because they feel very pudgy. And then I'm gonna be wearing shorts because it's hot as heck outside. And even though some days I look at myself and I'm like, wow, your legs look really toned and slimmer than they normally do because you've been working out and stuff. Other days I look at myself and I'm like, you look disgusting. Like, and it's not even like, oh, you don't look that good. Like, I get the worst thoughts you can think of, like nasty words I say to myself, and it's not a way to live. Like, it's so exhausting just to have to combat my own negative thoughts 24/7. Like, it's like there's constantly some bully walking around following you everywhere that you just have to constantly push off your back, and it's exhausting. And I mean, don't get me wrong, there are time periods where I feel really good about myself. Like, in kind of my first semester at college, I was feeling the best I felt about myself, I think, ever. And it showed because when I felt good about myself, my mood was up, I was positive, I looked better because, you know, when you think about things, they come true. So, like, if you're constantly thinking, oh, I look fat, or I look gross, or I look ugly, then that's all you're going to see yourself as. You're going to look to yourself fat and gross and ugly. But if you tell yourself, like, I look really good, like, my makeup looks good, or my body looks good, or whatever, like, then you're going to see yourself in that positive view, and you're going to overall be in a more positive mood. But it's just like, how did I get there? Like, in this negative state that I'm at right now, how do I get to that positive state? And I don't know, I feel like I'm just lying to myself when I tell myself, like, oh, you look beautiful, and then in the background I'm like, no, honey. Like, it might just also be that I'm a Gemini and I constantly have two personalities clashing inside of me. That might just be a personal problem, but I don't know, man. It's just, I just wanted to discuss, you know, the topic of insecurities and stuff, because I present myself on social media all the time, and I'm obviously doing my vlogs and my videos, and you don't know all the thoughts that go behind my head when I make these videos. I, all the time, refilm entire videos because I cannot stand the way I look in them, whether it be my hair or my face or the position of the camera. I have a very, very big insecurity about my chin and the shape of my face. I have a very, if I lean back, I have a very full double chin. Like, you can't really see it from here. Well, you can kind of see it from here, how full it is, but when the camera's at any angle that's straight on or lower, like, I look so large, and I know I'm not large, but just because of this little, you know, this little pudge right here, it just makes me look like I'm a very large person. So I have to refilm the entire thing, or I can't even upload it without having a mental breakdown. Like, it's also the fact that I'm such a introverted person and I keep all these thoughts inside my head that at some point I kind of just go stir crazy and I just need to say them. I don't know. I'm like really riled up right now because I'm annoyed at myself and the standards that I hold myself to, because they're ridiculous and I don't know what to do about them. And I get comments, of course, a lot from you guys saying, like, you're pretty, you're beautiful, and stuff like that, and I love that. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I read all of those, and I try to like every single comment that I get on my YouTube videos, but when I'm in the negative mindset, I just read them and I laugh, and I'm just like, you're funny, like, that you're lying. Like, I can't accept any sort of compliment, and it's just, like, ridiculous. Like, people are saying things that you want to hear and you can't accept them. Like, you're never going to win that way. And there's just a long list of insecurities I can go throughout, and of course that's not what I want the point of this to be. I don't want to, you know, put the spotlight on all my insecurities, but just like, am I ever gonna just feel okay? Like, am I ever gonna wake up and just be like, wow, I feel good today, I feel pretty today? Like, after I do my makeup and stuff, like, of course I feel better about myself. Like, of course I feel prettier than I did when I woke up, and I'll even feel good throughout the entire day. But it's like, when I wipe off my makeup at the end of the day and then wake up again the next day, it's just like, sometimes I still feel like shit when I wake up. Like, it's just, I need lipstick. So like the other day I went out with my friend. I visited her at college and we went out and I put on like a really cute outfit. I did my makeup, I did my hair, and I felt great. Like I felt fucking hot. Like I'm not gonna lie. And it's just like, why can't I feel like that about myself all the time? Like, do I constantly have to put on makeup, outfit, do the whole hair thing to only feel good? Like, yes, that might be the reality, so I might just have to dedicate that time and feel, like, not feel ashamed of putting in the time to feel good, you know, like, not be ashamed of putting in the time to do my makeup and hair, but it's just like, why can't I feel good about myself in my natural state, you know? So, okay, that works. Cute. Like right now, I did my makeup. I'm not sure how I feel about this middle part. Do I like this middle part? Do we like it? Should we go for the side part, maybe? I straightened my hair this morning because I woke up at 4:30 a.m. and I couldn't fall back asleep. So I'm like, let me straighten my hair because I was planning on doing it anyway. Yeah, that was my rant for the day. That was kind of my thoughts, and I feel like that a lot. Like I said, there are times where I go through and I feel like Little Miss Sunshine. Like I just feel so positive and happy, and I'm just like, what is insecurity? Like, everyone's beautiful, love yourself. And then the next week I'm like, well, I look ugly today. And I don't know, I guess it's just about accepting the fluctuations between that, accepting that everyone feels that way, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, man. Let me know how you feel, because I know we're all in the same situation that, you know, some days we feel insecure. Some people have it worse than others. Some people have more good days than bad days. I don't know. That was probably in the video the whole time. Nice. Okay, that is it for my live feed. I'm finished my makeup and I'm hungry and I want to go eat. I will be vlogging the rest of this day, so like stay tuned for this video and the vlog that will be coming. So yeah. Well, make sure that you do follow me on Instagram if I ever do a live feed like this. I'm just happening to be vlogging this one because I thought it would be like important to put on my channel. So make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter as well. All my links are always down below. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed this discussion. If you want me to do kind of more chatty talks like this, talking about a topic, whether they be, you know, maybe a little bit more negative or positive. I don't want to say negative, but like this was kind of like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Okay, I'm starving, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure that you stay tuned probably for this vlog of this day. You're gonna see me wearing the same shirt and this makeup and stuff, so yeah, stay tuned for the vlog that's coming after this. Okay, bye.